Hi, my name is Matthew English, and I am the father of two sons on the autism spectrum. I'm kickstarting a novel named The Tender Prism. It is a fantasy novel about the struggles of a family with the appearance of an unknown supernatural force. And that force invokes a mysterious disability on their children. And their journey out into the unknown, into the world, with that struggle is an allegory for my journey in raising my two sons. The story centers around Luca, a nonverbal child with the ability to manipulate light and sound waves. He and his family are fleeing the Emperor, who wishes to eradicate all variants or anyone with the ability to potentially rival or threaten his power or doesn't conform to his view of society. Along the way, they adopt another child, another variant named Cressa, who through her voice and song provides a medium through which Luca can strengthen his power, but also hone and control his chaotic abilities. The book also follows Vashra, the Gargoyle Queen. She, along with their three closest rookmates, seeks revenge on that very same emperor who has exiled this family. And along the way, as their stories converge and they meet, they discover things about each other that help them to hone both their powers and grow in strength and order so that they might eventually rival or contest this emperor. Many people say that the experience of autism is not so much a deficit of information, but rather an overabundance of sensory detail. And in creating this fantasy novel, this allegory, I wanted to explore with my characters, Luca and Cressa, what that would look like when they had that same kind of interaction with the powers that they use, with their own abilities, with the waves of light and sound that they manipulate, that they be both too much information and what they needed at that point in time. And most of the time in modern fiction, when there are characters with disabilities, on the rare case that there are, they are one of two things. They are either a stereotype that takes one aspect of that disability and makes it the entirety of their character, or they have an ability that essentially negates all of the limitations that their disability creates for them. And I wanted to avoid both of those pitfalls. I wanted characters that had abilities but kept their limitations, or their limitations were even worsened by their abilities. That kind of nuance and complexity was what I was living with my children. It wasn't so simple to be one of those other two things. So I'm doing this Kickstarter because I wanted to prove that people needed this kind of story, because I needed this kind of story. A story with parents who are flawed, with children who have blemishes and scars and struggles that don't end or get cleaned up easily in the end, but are still stories of joy and of beauty. And so at this point, I finished the story and I'm doing this Kickstarter because I need your help with funding so that I can edit, finalize, market, publish this thing to get it to as broad an audience as possible. So please scroll down below, enjoy some of the beautiful artwork that's been done for the cover, read the character synopses, and back this project. Thank you for your time.